Hello, my name's Alison. I'm a teacher here at Sangha Studio. So chances are you might know me. I miss you. I'm happy that you decide to press play. If you don't, you're probably familiar with Sangha. So just welcome to sharing our community space together, and I'm really honored to lead you in today's flow. Today's flow, we're working towards a peak posture. Our peak posture will be side crow. So the flow itself is structured, we will break down the posture a little bit, but it's also structured to build strength and flexibility in order to access the posture. So side crow, it's like a little challenging. So you might wanna, we're gonna do a lot of like core work to make a nice strong core. We need some nice strong arms, so we'll add in some arm strength and some flexibility. So flexibility through the glutes, through the piriformis muscles, and then also we'll be doing, of course, a lot of twisting. So twisting through the torso. I like to start all my practices with kind of settling into our breath. It can help us become mindfully connected with our body, which will help our focus, and then we can better listen and then to what feels good, what feels challenging, and then be able to access different movements by really listening to ourselves. So starting by kind of focusing on the breath is a great way to tune in. So option to place one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest, and option to close your eyes. And just noticing the subtle movements, how your body expands with the inhales and contracts with the exhales. Maybe you notice movements of the lower palm on the belly and the upper hand on the chest. So we can begin to shift our breath. So breathing in from the belly all the way up through to the chest. And then exhaling from the chest down to the belly. Breathing in belly up to chest. And then exhale chest to belly. Hopefully we'll take this another round. Beautiful. Our next breath, can you see if you can engage Uddiyana Bandha? So that's our abdominal lock. It's really helpful for a lot of our balances that use the core. So it's a pulling in of the navel towards the lower spine and then up like you're sucking in. And then kind of do your breath from there. And you might have noticed the breath shift into the chest area. So if you're really engaged, go ahead and loosen that engagement. So it's kind of at this nice, comfortable, slight engagement through the abdomen, so you can feel it kind of fired up, but you still feel some ease to your breath. Nice. So we breathe from the belly up through to the chest. Release chest to belly. Nice. Our next breath, we'll inhale, sweep our fingertips high, nice towards the sky. And depending on your comfortable seat, you might be cross-legged or on your shins. We'll just turn towards the right. So allowing yourself with these twists to just twist where it feels natural and good, a gentle wringing out. Nice. We'll inhale all the way up through the center. And as we exhale, think of pulling that abdomen up and in, Uddiyana Bandha, engage and twist. Nice. We'll inhale up through the center. And then exhale, fold over your knees. If you're in your cross-legged position, this is also great to access the back of the hips, the piriformis. Nice. And then we'll begin rolling over our knees, coming to our tabletop position. Backs of the palms of the hands lined up with the front of the shoulder blades. Knees under hips, link breath with movement. Inhale, arching up. And then an exhale to round through the back, press the floor away. Inhale, arching up. Exhale, round. Thinking if we can keep that core lightly engaged, even on the arch up and on the round. Our next inhale, come to a nice neutral spine. We'll curl the toes under, begin hovering the knees. So firing up through the core. Can you swing your knees over towards the right, kind of taking a gentle twist? Beautiful. All the way through center, over to the left. Great job. Back through center, and then lift up into your down dog, pedaling out the feet. I know it's called down dog, but I like to think of how like when a cat kind of like kneads out their hands, their paws, they kind of find the great posture for them, settling in, feeling comfortable, palms press, heels reach towards the mat. Inhale, rise up on your tiptoes, exhale, heels towards the mat. Inhale, rise tiptoes, exhale, heels down. Inhale, rise. Exhale to settle. Your next inhale, roll up over into your high plank position, checking your stance again. Back to the palms in front of the shoulders, abdomen, core up and in. And we're going to slowly release down to the mat. And as you do so, I want your arms to be touching your chest the whole way down. So we roll up on our toes, come down, almost like you're squeezing a piece of paper all the way through between the ribs and the insides of the arms. Inhale, arch up, cobra. Exhale, release down, forehead towards mat. Inhale, arch up, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release down, press back, child's pose. For today's child's pose, option to draw your knees wide towards the sides of the mat so we can really stretch back through the glutes, back through the hips. Curl the toes under, reach up, down dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg all the way high. So 3 limbs down dog, hips are square. Breathe here, and then option to bend the knee, stack the right hip up over the left, right knee drops behind. So opening up, stretching through the quad or the front of the thigh. Inhale, square through center. We're gonna fire up, build our muscles, glide through high plank, hug the right knee all the way towards the right elbow. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, draw forward. Exhale, press back. Right knee, cross the body towards the left elbow. This time kind of a twist. Hold here, notice your position. Exhale all the way back, and then step the right foot forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. So we find our stance, and then we rise all the way up, and an exhale to settle. So our right front leg has a nice lunge. You can release through the back knee if that feels okay for your hip, or you can begin extending, lifting up through that back thigh so the back of the thigh reaches up towards the ceiling. Finding your breath and your steadiness. We'll inhale in. On our exhale, back foot flat, arms go wide, warrior 2. Engaging crown of the head up towards the ceiling. We'll flip our palm and then option to reverse. So as we lean back, think of it as a side stretch and keep that nice lunge moving forward in the right leg. Inhale, use your strength to lift up through warrior 2. Exhale, side angle, right forearm down towards the leg, left fingertip sweep. So this nice kind of side stretch again through the body. Gaze can move up towards the ceiling. We'll inhale up warrior 2. As we exhale, square up through that center crescent lunge, left fingertips sweep up. You can adjust your stance if you need to, like me. We'll breathe up, and on our exhale, we're gonna exhale the air out, engage the Uddiyana Anabandha in the twist. So inhale in, exhale, send all the air out, base of the belly, right into the twist. Nice, so as we exhale out that air from the belly, it creates more space to twist. And we have this nice lunge stretching through the leg, through the back of the right hip, kind of keeping up that lift through the back leg. Gaze can go up over the right elbow. Breathe in. Inhale up through the center. As we exhale, sweep hands down, either side of the right leg. Step into your high plank and then drop your knees 45 degrees. So adding some arm strength, we're taking chaturanga push-ups. So we drop our shoulders down, they come in line with the elbows, and you see we create that shelf in the back of the arms. Inhale up. Arms are hugging by the sides as we go down and up. So we'll do this for a couple rounds, noticing that this is an arm position that we use a lot and that we'll be using in our side crow. You can always challenge yourself today if you want. Work with knees lifted up. Add in as many push-ups as you want or take a rest. You can always pause the video, grab a glass of water. Nice. As we lift up, can you lift your knees up? High plank will come down. Chaturanga, hold it here, release to the mat or lift up to your up dog. Nice. If you're in your up dog, you can shift your gaze. See if you can hug your knees in, zip those thighs together, pulling in. Breathe. Exhale, lift up over the toes, press back down dog. Maybe you take a nice open mouth exhale out, inhaling in, exhale, releasing if you're holding your breath. Left leg sweeps up and high, breathe in, bend the knee, stack the hip, open wide. Inhale, square through center, left leg lifts high, leg sway, left knee, left elbow. Exhale, press back. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, press back. Left knee, right elbow. Press back. We step forward, adjust our stance, and rise up for our crescent. Exhale to settle. Options. If you've done this video before, you can hold or you could swing your arms by your sides. You could lift for a back bend. Just kind of having fun playing around. We breathe in, kind of lift up, and then exhale, back foot flat, warrior two. Stretching the fingertips towards the front and back edge of the room. Flip the palm, and then reversing. So keeping that lunge moving forward in the front left leg. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. So the right fingertips sweep. Option, kind of move your arm up out of the way, getting a little bit of a opening up towards the ceiling. We'll inhale in, square through center. As we exhale, we inhale up, then exhale, send that air out from the belly, take it right into the twist. Beautiful, we'll hold here, option to work binds. Can you tune into your own body, tune into the moment? Inhale, sweep up through the center. Exhale, hands down. High plank, drop the knees. Second arm position, so arms nice and wide. They're coming off your mat. We're taking traditional push-ups. So we come down, you can notice our arms are coming to T. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. So you have the option to do as many of these as you like. You can pause the video, add some more in, or also just kind of take a little rest if you need to. Beautiful, we'll release up, come all the way down, draw those hands right by the rib cage, inhale through cobra or up dog, all the way back, down dog. Nice, find that breath, belly up to chest, chest down to belly. Bend the knees, shift the gaze, walk, step, or float towards the front of the mat. We inhale halfway up. Exhale, take a deep fold. Kind of hanging everything out here, shaking it out. We'll pulse that, inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway up. Fold. Lift halfway up. Once again, inhale in. Exhale out all the air. And then inhale, flat back all the way up through to standing. Exhale, hands through to prayer. Inhale, we'll sweep our arms nice and high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, move through a vinyasa so you can step to high plank or low plank chaturanga or down to the mat. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, sweep our right leg high. Exhale, hug the right knee towards the right elbow. We hold here, glide it all the way down towards the wrist. Glide the left toes back behind us. Pigeon. So we're taking our pigeon so we can access, stretch the flexibility after we've warmed up so that our body can be nice and warm for our peak posture. We'll begin dropping our chest towards the mat if you like. You can pause the video to take longer in this posture if you want. Set up blocks under forehead or under hips. But we will keep moving to the fun core spot. So we'll sweep that back leg all the way up and around. And we need a nice strong core for our side crow. So if we lift up towards our Navasana, we notice our knees in line with the ankles. Can your knees kind of tap the backs of your arms? If you notice, this is our position of our traditional crow, with the toes kind of up and touching, if you can do that, or out straight. And you can see we have a lot of core engagement here. So when you're in your arm balances, either traditional crow or side, you need to be this active with your core. So we're gonna build the strength to help make our muscles nice and strong so we can easily be able to lift them for our posture. So we're gonna open up, low boat, inhale high. So kind of going up and down. Nice, let's take this for 6 more. Inhaling, exhaling out on the up. Inhale, extend, exhale up to left. Wasn't really counting. We'll do 1 more. Nice, and we'll hold here. Now think if you have a big ball, we're not done yet, move it over towards the left. So now we see we kind of have that twisting motion like our side crow. So open it up, and then we'll draw that ball like we're holding it over to the other side towards your right. Woo, we'll do that a couple times. Back, up, woo, back, down. Let's do it 2 more times on each side. Up through center, back, and then we'll release down, stretch out our belly by drawing our arms down by the sides, ankles, under knees. Inhale, lift up through the pelvis. So bridge pose. Maybe this is a great place to tune into your breath because we just did a lot of active work. And you can almost like see your chest rising and falling. Nice, we'll release the hips down, hug the knees towards the chest, and kind of roll out that lower back. Nice, from here we'll take a couple rock and rolls along the spine. It's kind of going up and back. And then moving to pigeon on the other side, or you can take a fun transition, kind of rolling up over the ankles, option to jump through to your chaturanga. And then do cobra, up dog, down dog, and moving left knee towards left wrist, and gliding the right toes back. So you don't have to do any fancy transitions, but I just want to demo them in case it's something that gives you joy and makes you feel happy. In our pigeon, we're working towards squared hips. And if you want to increase your flex, like if you don't feel it too much, you can always work on bringing your shin more towards parallel towards the front of the mat. Option to drop your chest down or to set up any props you may have at home. If you really want to boost up this video, you can swing that leg around and do those core exercises again. But we'll curl the toes under, and for now, step back into the down dog. Kind of pedal out through those feet. Great job. We'll bend the knees, shift the gaze, walk, step, float, front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Flat back all the way up through to standing. Exhale, hands through to prayer. Nice, can you step your feet a little bit hip width apart, heels in, toes out, fingertips nice and high, and we'll exhale, come all the way down to our Malasana deep squat. Maybe your heels lift up depending on the stretch of the Achilles. We'll lift that up and then down. Kind of stretching out through the hips, having fun. Nice. Our next inhale in, we'll rise all the way up, heel toe the feet in, and then exhale, sink down chair. So sinking back, I'll turn to the side, arms up, breathe in here. Then as we exhale, twist all the way towards the right, so a chair twist. Nice, holding here, can you pour the weight into the right foot? Step that left foot back into your twisted lunge. Nice, now step it forward. Option to hold here or pulse it. Build those glute muscles. Step back, step forward. Back, forward, back, forward. Lift all the way up, and then sink down, and then twist all the way towards the right. So we have a prayer twist here. See if you can draw your fingertips down towards the mat, twisting. Nice. We'll come all the way up through the center. Exhale, sink down chair. Other side. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Option to hold here or pour the weight into the left foot. Can you step the right foot back, finding your twisted lunge? We're keeping a lot of the weight in this front foot, so step the right foot forward, step back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, lift up, sink all the way down, lifting up onto our toes, and then twist towards the left. Beautiful, maybe you touch your fingertips down. Nice, coming through center. I'm gonna take this moment to break down side crow, and then we'll add it into our flow and kind of finish up. So because I'm wearing the microphone, I'm gonna demo on the right side. So we lift up on our toes, and I'll breathe in, and I'm finding my twist towards the left. So I'm sending out the air to get that nice twist in the through the base of the torso. There's a couple ways to do side crow. So seeing if you can first work on your twist by having your palms down and really feeling like you can press into the hands and into the backs of the palms so you feel nice and strong. Your arms are moving towards that chaturanga push-up position, so your elbows are turning back towards your body. So as your hands press, they begin pressing into your body to create a shelf. I'll mention that some people do it with this back left hip resting on the back of the left arm, the back elbow. But I tend to find when that happens, if you're doing it like that, a lot of people have a really hard time getting that hip to stay on the left elbow. And you really, that's when you really can fall, because if your left elbow kind of swings out, you had a lot of weight on there, and then you just kind of, you fall. You've moved your base of support away. So it's best to hug this left arm right by your side as if you can't move it, and you can only move like the front of your forearm. And so you'll bring that down, and this right arm is gonna sweep all the way back so that the back of the arm is lined up with the center of the thigh. And then the left hand comes right by the side. And we begin to make our shelf, our L-shaped position. And once you have that position in your balance, can you hug the thighs together and then begin lifting up through the ankles? So option, you can kick your feet out. Beautiful. And really try hugging the thighs together, lifting up. Always put a pillow under your head. Another option, if that feels challenging for you, you can work trying to take your left arm all the way out into like a combination of the arms. So you can take the left arm out into that T-shaped push-up and keep the right arm as your chaturanga. So we draw that left arm nice and wide, keeping the right pivoting down, lift up through the back hips, and then we take a combination. So this left arm, you can see it's out to the side, is kind of like a nice anchor, and come down. And since that's kind of a pivoting point, feel free to play around with having it all the way out to T or kind of moving it in close to your body. You can try it on the other side, twisting towards the other side. We have the twist left arm in front, and with me in the microphone, I'm not going to show you on this side, which is convenient because usually better at one side than the other, and I'm definitely better at this side. So pause the video, play around with the other side, and yeah, we'll add that into our flow, remembering to practice, practice, practice. So kind of shaking out any feelings about how you did with the side crow for today. We'll sweep our fingertips nice and high. Exhale, sink down, chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Inhale through center. Twist to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, Vinyasa. Right leg sweeps high, breathe in. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, we'll step the right foot forward. Inhale up, rise up, crescent. Breathe in, warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse. Rise up, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale through center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Breathe in, look at the right foot. Back foot up to meet the right, twisted chair. Rise up onto our toes, release our hips towards our ankles, twist fingertips down, and then we can try our side crow. Woo. Lifting up through the toes, beautiful, come through center. Fingertips nice and high, and we flow back. You could take a regular crow here, or take a jump, a hop, just moving towards your down dog. Left leg sweeps nice and high, breathe in, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, press. Exhale, step forward. Rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse. Rise up, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale through crescent. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Inhale in. Exhale, gaze down. Breathe in, back foot to meet the front. Rise up on our tiptoes, sink the hips towards the heels. Twist the hands down, find our steady position, palms in towards the mat, elbows back towards side, lift up. Drop the toes down, lift up through center. Exhale, Vinyasa back. Beautiful, breathe in. Nice, we'll bend the knees, shift the gaze. Can you kind of hop your feet up forward a little bit? Hop them back. Hop towards a twist towards the right. Hop back. Hop your feet off towards the left side. Hop back. Great, release all the way down to the mat. So that will help you on out too. We'll draw those arms all the way out towards T again in the L-shaped forearms down. We'll begin dropping our right shoulder down towards the mat, right ear drops. From here, you can draw up onto the left fingertips. Draw the left hip up and over and kind of nicely stretch out. Also, option to just keep the legs zipped together. We're really just looking for a stretch right in the back of our shoulders, in our back. Nice, we'll come through the center, left forearm down, lift up onto the right fingertips, and drop through that trapezoid region. Once again, an option to stack the hip, stepping the foot behind you. Come through to center. Nice. We'll sink our hips towards our heels, taking a child's pose. Allowing the practice to move out of the body, moving that high heat into more of a cool down phase. Nice. We'll shift our gaze and we're going to come through to a seated position. You can just swing your feet around if you want to practice your hop throughs, feel free. We'll come to Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, knees wide. You can reach towards your ankles. And then I like to lengthen through the whole spine, thinking of drawing the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And then allowing the shoulders kind of move away from the ears, creating space in the neck, and we broaden across the front of the chest. Breathe in, and then option to begin taking it to a hinge by hinging your hips forward, keeping length in the lower part of the back. Then when you get to a hinge that feels comfortable, then you can allow your shoulders to begin rounding as you drop your forehead down. So we'll inhale, lift up, hug the knees in, and extend the feet forward for staff pose. So nice L-shaped position. And then slowly you can begin walking your fingertips forward. You can reach for the sides of the feet, the big toes, having a nice deep stretch on the backs of the calves and the hamstrings. Also option to bend through the knees, sweep the arms right underneath in through that space, and then release down here, forehead towards the knees. It's going to be a really nice release for the lower back. Nice. We'll rise up through center, and slowly with control, we'll use that core strength to release ourselves all the way down. Dropping the knees over towards one side for our supine spinal twist. I encourage you to allow maybe the knees to drop away from the chest area, more towards the feet, to create a little bit of length. So not trying to make this a really tight twist, because a lot of the side crow is kind of like tight and balled up. So kind of giving our body a little bit of space. So kind of saying that it might be nice to cross, extend through the legs, left ankle over right, and take a little bit of a side stretch, a C shape towards the right. And then to the other direction. Left ankle down, right ankle over left, and a little C towards the other side. Here we can sweep our arms down by our sides. Maybe windshield wiper the knees a little bit. Take any other posture that might feel nice for you, perhaps a gentle, perhaps a bridge, a supported bridge. You're possibly at home, legs up the wall if you have space, or any other position that might be nice for your shavasana or meditation. So extending ankles out, arms by the sides, and tuning into our body, releasing tension. Maybe noticing if any areas feel a little fatigued. Maybe some areas of your body feel energized. And tuning back into the breath. And remembering to release thoughts. I encourage you to stay in your Shavasana position for as long as you like. I'll move us out of it by kind of moving the fingers, the toes, shaking the body left and right, shifting the weight left and right in the head. And I'll move up towards my seated posture to say namaste. Thank you for joining. Thank you for pressing play. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a wonderful day. And it's here for you whenever you feel like it.